On this episode, we're going to talk to a realtor that works in the East Nashville area and does a lot of yoga. So without further ado on this one, we're going to talk to Lisa Lynn with Remax Elite and ask her some questions about yoga and about East Nashville. This is Living in Nashville with Andy Brown from Remax Elite. And if you would, hit the subscribe button. I think it's over there. Sometimes it's over here. Sometimes it moves around. Who knows? But just hit subscribe and you'll get weekly updates on the videos that we shoot and everything from there. Lisa, what do you like most about East Nashville?
For me, I think I fell in love with it because of the fact that I'm from New Orleans. And in my opinion, the character in a lot of the architect buildings that I see there really reminds me of home. All of the old historic renovated homes remind me of the Garden District in New Orleans, St. Charles Avenue. So it just reminds me of home and where I grew up. I love character. I love charm. I would take those any day over new construction all day long.
Gotcha. Well, I know there is new construction going on in
Yeah.
and around East Nashville and that kind of stuff. So, but there are, historic overlays or preservation areas in East Nashville that they have to keep that character that you're talking about, in East Nashville. So, even with some of the new construction. Now, some areas they do, those wonderful things that lots of people like to call tall skinnies. Or
Yeah.
shotgun houses and that kind of stuff. Some of them have a really cool vibe. Some of them, are some people like them, some people don't, but that's why we sell so much real estate.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people love them, but they don't work for everyone.
So when you're in East Nashville, I mean, so you teach yoga as well. Do you come across clients when you're teaching yoga and that kind of stuff that ask you about real estate? I mean, I do a lot of yoga, as you can see, but do you get any clients and things from there?
I don't know what your definition of yoga is, but
I mean,
yeah, no, I
stretch
do.
every morning. What are you
Um,
talking about?
I do teach a lot of yoga. I teach right now mostly in Hendersonville where I live. But I go to studios in East Nashville, and I'm kind of talking about teaching out there as well. So anytime I'm in a yoga class, I find a way to work that in. That I like to keep it balanced. Real estate can be stressful, so I like to have my time where I just go and focus on me and my practice, and stretch and breathe. And then it helps me deal with some of the ups and downs of real estate. So yeah, to me, they work hand in hand very well together.
Gotcha, gotcha. So back to the architectural just the houses and the design and everything in East Nashville. If you could pick one area, one street, money's not an object and that kind of stuff, where would you buy a house in East Nashville?
I've always been drawn to and always liked Lachlan Springs, Eastland Avenue. I even like some of those houses that I've seen and shown and been in that have just crazy old wallpaper that some people would probably find atrocious. I can't say enough about the character in that area. I mean, I like some of the new construction homes, and they're really pretty and well done. But I'm just drawn back to the character, especially in Lachlan Springs and Eastland Avenue, that particular road.
Gotcha. So I think a lot of the houses up and down Eastland and Lachlan Springs area, those were, in the turn of the century, that kind of thing, 1900s to
Hmm.
1920s when they were built. So a lot of hand carved wood, a lot of the mantelpieces that you see with the leaded glass mirrors on the backs of them and things like that are there. So I totally understand and get the character, that you're talking about, in the East Nashville area and that Lachlan Springs area. So
Mm.
what about if somebody, because the houses, I know Eastland Avenue, I mean, you could get to $1 million on a
Oh
house,
yeah.
I mean, really, really quickly. We've got some friends that just put one up for, in the 700,000 range. And I mean, it went just like that, from that area. So I know there's a high demand even in that price range, but say your budget's not that big. what is an area, or what's a place in East Nashville that somebody could come in and buy into, it's a reasonably priced house?
Yeah, I think it depends on if you're talking like investor rehab around Douglas Avenue. I've seen some that are really cheap that are either just being sold for the lot or total rehab. And then I sold some to first time home buyers around Cleveland Park area. I think that's a cute, um, been up and coming for quite a while, but I feel like there's affordable housing there for people who just want to get into that area and be in that atmosphere.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know the affordable housing tag, I mean, we could go on and on and on, and some people would say nothing in East Nashville is affordable anymore. But again, folks are moving from New York, New Jersey, San Francisco, Chicago, a lot of these places where, they think, three, 400, $500,000 is a steal,
Yep, it's
on a
relative.
house. Yeah.
Yep.
So, it's all relative to where you're coming from and what you're doing, on that side. So, and I know that Cleveland Park area, that you were talking about, the pharmacy, burgers and phosphorus sodas and beers and things like that,
Moss
Moss
tacos.
Tacos,
Yep.
absolutely, that are right there, as well. There's such a vibrant food scene and that kind of stuff in East Nashville too. What's your favorite place to eat if you go into East Nashville?
That's probably a question I don't think many people could answer. I really like fried and battered, which I know a lot of people do, and they have good sushi. But I think my favorite place, again, going back to the character, is Treehouse. It used to actually be a house, kind of farm to table kind of restaurant. They have small plates, they have duck, they have just kind of different type of quirky um, menu. Great drink selection, cocktails, just things you don't typically find at a restaurant you walk into. And then it's actually a tree house, so it's in a tree. That that's just fun right there.
Absolutely, absolutely. You get to, play Swiss Family Robinson and that kind of stuff
Exactly.
while you're eating dinner, having a cocktail and that kind of stuff. So it's like an amusement park for grown-ups. So
Yes, exactly.
so you get to go in and experience all
That's
those
me in a
things.
nutshell.
There you go. There you go. Realtor, yoga, amusement park, having fun. Just call Lisa,
Why would you not call me? Don't I look fun?
Absolutely, absolutely. So that's funny. That's funny. All right. So last question that we're going to talk about is
All right.
I don't know if you're an ice cream fan or not and that kind of stuff, but you got Sips Cafe that's out on Gallatin Road, and then you've
Hmm.
got Jenny's.
Jenny's.
That's so you're not even have to go even further. So it's a Jenny's on that side. So she's a Jenny's ice cream person. So do you have a favorite flavor at Jenny's?
I'm really boring when it comes to ice cream. I don't like a lot of different flavors. I don't like it to be really, really sweet. So typically it's like either a plain chocolate vanilla, or maybe I might get a little crazy with some sort of cookies and cream. I like
Wow.
praline types of flavors, but no,
Now,
no.
see,
Too sweet makes me nauseous. I have to kind of keep it simple.
and then we go, the yogi, the amusement, all the other things, and then
Just went downhill.
she, she's just a vanilla chocolate. Just give me plain old ice cream. But I guess there's the purist, that comes out. Don't
Yes.
get wild
I'm
and
a
crazy
simple
on that
girl. I'm
side.
simple.
There you go. There you go. Well, anytime you're in and around Nashville, East Nashville, you want to buy a house, you want to do yoga, you want to grab a drink, get ice cream, you can always call Lisa. Call us at Remax Elite. All of our contact information is down in the description. We'd love to, make a relationship with you when you're moving to Nashville or selling a house in Nashville, either way. So remember, hit the subscribe button. I think it's down there. It may be over there.
They'll find it.
It's usually not up there, but if you're looking for it, you'll find it. We appreciate you again. I'm Andy Brown. This is Remax Elite and Living in Nashville.